Against mediocrity, it ain't no friend to me. Wage a war, wage a war, wage a war, wage a war. Against mediocrity, it ain't no friend to me. Wage a war, wage a war, wage a war, wage a war. Against mediocrity, it ain't no friend to me.
It's your boy, the motivational teacher to the masses, coming to you again with another edition of Motivational Monday. What's up, Angelique? Way to be out there early tonight. That's what I'm talking about. Episode 98, Awaken Your I Am. Tonight, we're going to take the idiom, no pain, no gain. For all my replayers, if you would, please allow me a minute and a half as I share this out to all of my social media. I see the eyes adding up already. So if you all would, please share to your outlets or invite friends in the comment box as I share it out as well. What's up, Vaniqua? Thank you for joining me tonight. Y'all, we're going to get some bread broken tonight. Facebook, I see my mom out there. If y'all would type names into the boxes or share it to your social media outlets, let the people know that the motivational teacher to the masses has gone live. And I'm going to share this out on my own. So for all of you all out there, how's your week going? Get in the chat box and talk to your boy. Tell me about how your Monday is off to a phenomenal start. And I know it's a lot going on in the world right now with the Delta variant now coming, that COVID has picked up. Hey, Tanya, thank you for joining us. I saw you had a very successful paparazzi trip. That's what I'm talking about. Doing what got to be done to build success. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Rod, thank you for joining us out here tonight. And if y'all would, please share this. As I'm sharing it also, please type one or two names in the box or share it with friends. I know, Rod, you got your fitness site. If you would, please share it there also. It would be phenomenal. And I'm sharing it out myself to all my sites. And then if you out there, please type a friend name in there as well. All right, I'm going to share it to a couple of more places. And we're going to get it. Appreciate it, Rod. Appreciate it. We're going to get ready to break this bread. Let me share it to my page, and then it's a wrap. It was wonderful, Tanya. I'm glad you had such an awesome experience. And I saw the sacrifice via Facebook that it took for you to get out there. And I love seeing that, making those sacrifices, because tonight, Tanya, we're talking about without any game. I gave them 3 minutes to hop on. If they're not on yet, that's not our fault. So if y'all would, thank you, Tanya, for typing names in there. Let me. I know I told Joy I was gonna tag her in it because she reached out to me already. Let me tag Joy into this because I know I told I would. All right, let's roll, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 98. Awaken Your I Am. No pain, no gain. No pain, no gain. We've been taking on these idioms. And these idioms accepted or adopted as true in America or in our culture, or however you want to put it. And we've been taking these idioms and we've been putting life to them to see if these are really true, if the idioms are really true. And we've taken, last week we had a really good conversation. Does the apple fall far from the tree? It was a phenomenal conversation last week. If you have not, please go back and listen to that one. Tonight, we're going to take the idiom, no pain, that come from. Everybody has heard the phrase, no pain, no gain. Somebody get in the chat box with me. No pain, no gain. I'm telling you, these Monday nights are really starting to build on each other. And for you all that show up every Monday consistently on time, I'm telling you, to yours is the kingdom of God. I'm telling you, everything that you want in your life is right around the corner because you're digesting the right information. And I know the people out here that we're beginning to act on the information. No pain, no gain, no gain. As contemporary as it sounds, it was Ben Franklin who coined the famous word back in the 18th century. He wrote, "There are no gains without pains. Come on, man. There are no gains without pain. So that actually came from Benjamin Franklin. But back in those times, Benjamin Franklin was using it as a term that also said exercise is essential to your health and you must make time for it every day. And so he was using it along the line. Since Ben Franklin has now used that term, that most of the Western world has adopted it now and expanded it beyond exercise. When he used it, he was essentially talking about exercise, but we've expanded that. When you hear that word pain, no pain, this is going to be another good one. Come on, man, speak those things already. I'm telling you, and I can usually tell, Vanika, when these things are going to be good because there's opposition to them. In my stomach, I had a little stomach there when they're going to be opposition. The big storm just rolled through. And I know when we have opposition like that, that means that something good is going across the airways. Because remember, no pain, no gain. And so expect opposition. Pain is a general term. Check this out now. Check this out now. Pain, because when we hear pain, we automatically, when we hear the term or word pain, we automatically begin to think negative. We automatically go negative when we hear pain. Go negative. But listen to what the term of pain is. Pain is a general term that describes uncomfortable sensations in our body, or it could be in our mind as well. It describes uncomfortable sensations. And so when, hey, Tina, thank you for joining us tonight. When we hear pain, we don't automatically have to go negative. And I'm going to get a little bit more in that tonight, but let me define the words. No pain, no gain. Pain is described as an uncomfortable sensation in our, it is defined as to obtain or secure something desired, favorable, or profitable. Thank you for joining us, Lisa. So gain is to obtain, secure something desired, favorable, and profitable. No pain, no gain. It almost seems like as Benjamin Franklin was talking about no pain, no gain, when he was using it in the sense of exercise, he was saying that at the rate that you're willing to work your body is at the same rate that you're willing. And to some of us, that's why we talk about awaken your I am. That's why we talking about awaken your I am. For some of us, our activation is completely different than somebody else. The pain or the and I'm gonna get more into it. The sacrifice that it may take for me to get my gain may be different than the sacrifice that it takes for you to get your gain. Two whole different sacrifices, but it's okay because the great I am has awakened our I am in two whole different places. And to hold it back and just compare my lot in life to somebody else's lot in life, because my pain or your pain may be different, and it's in line with whatever your gain may be. No pain, no gain. The thing I love about the great I am is that he's individualized each one of our growth plans to directly fit what I need in my life and for you to directly fit what you need in your life. I'm about to see right there. That's a moment right there for some of us, because I feel like, or that my path has been so much more difficult than the person next to me. Some of us may feel like, why has so and so who we went to the same school, but they found this job and I've got this job, and they're farther down the road than I am. The great I am has individualized each one of our paths according to what we believe and what we're willing to work into. See, don't judge your lot in life right now today, a permanent situation. Right now, where you are is permanent. Let me break bread right there. Right now, where you are right now is temporary. Right now, where you are is temporary. And don't make a permanent decision while you're in a temporary place. Don't sit back and say, right now, what I ain't willing to do as it relates to the work to get you to where you want to go, or the level of belief that it takes for you to manifest the gift. What's up, Derek? Thank you for joining us. Gift on the inside of you. Don't sit there and make a permanent solution based on a temporary problem. And when we hear the term no pain, no gain, yeah, say it again. I'm going to break bread. Don't make a permanent solution based on a temporary problem. And so to gain is to obtain or to secure. When Benjamin Franklin used this term, it almost seems like it's a trade-off. I got an uncomfortable sensation in my body, but that uncomfortable sensation, calories, is part of me working the muscle group necessary for me to obtain that body that I so desire. And so that's why we have to be very, 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 very careful about how we speak about situations and how we speak about things in our life. Success will always come with a certain price and a value at a cost. Success will always come at a value at a cost. And see, that's why I said too many of us, we see struggle as negative. Thank you for joining us, Chu. Thank you for joining us, Joy. Some of us see struggle as negative. I want to challenge you to not see struggle as negative. I want to challenge you sometimes to barely have enough to make it and not see that as negative. Some of the greatest gains and some of the best inventions that ever came through this world today. So don't see like right now, I lack what I need. No, you don't lack what you need. You need more creativity. I don't lack anything. Now I got to look inside of myself to figure out how do I get out what I need. Stop seeing struggle as negative. Well, it must not be meant for me. It's meant for you, and the struggle is necessary for you not only to let me break bread. It's easy to get something. It's easy to get something. It's much harder to hold on to it. It's easy to make $100,000, but how hard is it to save $100,000? And that's why I'm telling you, see the struggle as a part of the process of you becoming a better version of yourself. I don't care if you made some bad decisions to even put yourself in that situation. Let me tell you what I know about the great I am. The great I am knew before the foundation of the earth, given that decision, you're gonna make that choice. And given that he know what's up, Q, given that he knew you were gonna make that choice, he had already created a way of escape. So don't ever see where you are of what you've done as permanent. Don't ever see it as permanent. You have to be and you have to listen, man. You gotta be in a place where I understand that for what I want in my life, there is going to be a certain price to get there. Oh yeah, this is not. I know. See, I know the eyes out here right now that y'all gonna love it, but it's some people that lukewarm. They gonna come on here and pop on here for 45 seconds, and here we're talking about sacrifice, and they gonna. Everybody wants something for nothing. This ain't dominoes. You cannot get something for nothing. The great I am has not invested so much into your awaken I am for you to just think you're going to skip into a place filled with milk and honey. Land filled with milk and honey. Baby, it's not that type of party. Believe you me, to get these true riches is going to cost something. It is going to cost you something. And you have to, I'm telling you, with everything on the inside of me, you got to make see the vision through. Though it tarry, I am willing to see the vision through. Man, sacrifice is not a, can I break bread? Something. It's gonna cost us something. I saw the little spinning face. I don't care. True grinds, better life investment, and it value. It's gonna cost us something. We can't sit back and pretend like it's just like the great I am is just going to pass it through heaven conduit system without us being able to invest in it. Your sacrifice determines the value of a thing. Success will always come with a certain price and value at a cost. Make no mistakes about that. All success comes at a price and at a value. See, right now, there's some of us out there that we're saying with our mouth what we're willing, what work we're willing to commit to in order to see the vision through. We're saying it with our mouth and our hearts are far from it. We got to look at ourselves and say, Aunt, do you mean it? Aunt, are you getting up early in the morning to see the vision through? Aunt, are you staying up late at night to make sure that you complete the work for that day? I know. Trust me on this. I know. Trust me on this. That there are so many competing priorities for your time. Trust me on this. I know that there are so many distractions in this world today. Trust me on this. I know that getting to the pinnacle of your goals and your dreams, that it's going to cost something. I know that motivational teacher, as soon as I make that commitment, my car break down and my money has to not go now to my dream, my vision. It has to go to my car. A motivational teacher, I know every time I make the commitment, it seems like all hell just comes at me. And you know what the answer is? It is true. That's exactly what happened, because your gift has to be proved. Are you willing? Are you willing to pay that certain price? Are you willing to pay that cost? No pain, no gain. And when I say no pain, no gain, that word pain, oh my God, I'm about to break bread. That word pain is always temporary. That word pain is always temporary. It is always no pain, no gain. That pain, if we're purposed, is always temporary. It never, joy always, weeping may endure for a night, but joy always comes in the morning. You're going to have some nights where it seems like it's not going to all work together for your good. You're going to have some nights where it seems like I gave my last little bit and I ain't got no more. I done fought as much as I can fight. You're going to have some nights where the cost, I'm telling you right now, where your investment today, I've said it before, gonna cost more than what you see tomorrow. You're gonna have those nights where it just seems like, man, hey, I'm miles away from where I want to be. But believe you me, at those moments are when you're closest to the vision. At those moments, it's more when the great I am is about, oh my goodness, it's about to awaken your I am. Come on, man. The great I am in those moments is saying, man, look at my daughter. Though the vision tarry, my daughter is still fighting. Though the vision tarry, my daughter is still believing. Though it hurts more than what she thought it was going to hurt, or though it hurts more than what he thought he was going to hurt, he's still fighting. She's still fighting. And the great I am said, man, see, super, come on, man, doesn't kick in until you're at the end of your natural. I can run out the room right now. Super does not kick in until you're at the end of your natural. And see, too many of us are going through life, no pain, no power. Too many of us are going through life because we haven't really exhausted our natural. We never get the super. See, supernatural only kicks in when the great I am has awakened your I am, and you know that there's more in the tank, so you exhaust, oh my God, all your humanly possible resources. You exhaust every box that you knew to check, and the great I am says, look at my son, look at my daughter. They've walked through the process of becoming great, and now it's time for me to put my super on their natural. No pain, no gain. Or I almost said it this way, Williams translation, no pain, no power. No pain, no gain. Williams translation, no pain, no power. Boy, I'm breaking bread right now. Mama, in order to receive what the great I am has blessed us with, we must step out the box to receive it. No cost, no gain. There's no way. You got to look at your relationship with the great I am. Y'all know I'm a former stockbroker. You got to look at your relationship with the great I am like there's a profit sharing plan. Like God and I, or the great I am and I, we're business partners. Like I'm telling you, we're not business partners, but just go along with my example. That that there's a profit sharing plan. Understanding that I have to put so much in. I have to put so much in before I can pull out some of the profits. Check this out now. The great I am is awakening your I am to solutions you don't even know that on the inside of you. But the entry fee for those solutions are that you have to exhaust what you have in your natural in order to get to that supernatural. See, the kingdom has been hidden. The true riches has been hidden. And that's why I love the fact that narrow is the way. Not everybody can get to the true riches because they're not willing to go through the process in order to discover them. It has to be discovered. I love the story about Colonel Sanders going to over 1,000 places trying to get money to invest in his chicken. 11 herbs and spices. I love that story because he had to endure 999 no's in order to get to the one. Motivational teacher, what was that? That was his investment into 1,000. The great I am had already awakened as I am to the point that I would go through 999 no's in order to get to my 1,000. What's your investment into your greatness? What's your investment into your greatness? It might be that I have to do these lives 10 years with the way I'm doing it before I get to my 1,000th live in Colonel Sanders terms. And the windows of heaven are open and a blessing is poured out. It might be that I have to go through some more dark days in order to get there. But I'm telling you, like, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter the initial investment, because why? The end is worth it. No pain, no gain. Williams translation, no pain, no power. Man, y'all better tell y'all mama and them and y'all grandmama and them, they better get on this thing right now. If you've been wondering why certain things don't work to the level of degree that you want them to work in your life, you better tell them to hop on here. Yep, Jacqueline, watching. That's a great place to be. You better tell them to hop on here, because sometimes, not sometimes, it's the process of becoming great. We all want it to be where it's all valleys and no hills. We want it to be where it's all just good. I want to have everything I want on this journey, and character cannot be developed unless there is some controversy. I'm breaking bread. Character cannot be built unless you got to go through some things. If you're not willing to go through and endure as a good soldier, you have failed the admission to greatness. Greatness demands everything. Somebody get in the box. Greatness demands everything. You can't cheat greatness. Stop thinking that you can cheat greatness. You cannot cheat the great I am out of giving him back what he gave to you. He knows exactly to the point of what you can withstand. He knows exactly at the point of what level of adversity that you can get through. He knows. I know they used to say it like this: he ain't gonna put no more on you than you can bear. Yeah. Ain't gonna put no more on you than you could bear. Understand that y'all are partners. That when you do well, it brings him glory. Understand that he got you in the moments where you feel like you are the most alone. That's when he's carrying you the most. Why, motivational teacher? Because you've exhausted your natural. You've exhausted your natural. Listen to your boy. Success is not the person that sacrifices everything in life to achieve a singular goal. Holla at your boy. Success is the person that disregards what we typically feel is success in order to truly do what is right. Success is not meat and wine. Success is not some physical location in your life. Success is what you do when there's nobody there but you and the great I am. Success is who you are when nobody else is watching. Success is the level of which Your character is being built and being founded on the great I am. Success is you not cheating your, your total life prosperity. It's not you cheating your family for dollars. It's not you treating dollars for things. It's not you, it's you making sure that you're having the true investment with your time. Success will always cost you something. Greatness demands everything. No pain, no power. No pain, no gain. We cannot cheat the process. Success is still worth it, but you got to understand that with great success always means great sacrifice. With great success, holla at your boy. Great success always means great sacrifice. We sit there and we are always at awe. We just watched the Olympics. We saw Katie Ledecky. We saw Caleb Dressel. We saw all of these people who we watched during the Olympics who have literally given their whole life to their sport to be in the pool for 2 weeks. Literally 45 seconds at a time in the Olympics. They've given their life. They sacrifice. They've given time away from relationships. They've given up time. I know this ain't gonna be popular. Time away from family members. They've given up things. I want pizza today. They didn't eat pizza today. I want a hamburger. They didn't eat the hamburger. They literally given up those things for the great sacrifice of winning a gold medal. We sit there and we look at LeBron James and we look at people, Oprah Winfrey, who sit at the pinnacle of her field, and we see the sacrifice that they've given in order to sit at the pinnacle of their profession. Greatness demands everything. Don't talk yourself out of paying the price that it takes. Don't talk yourself out of the pain of discipline that's required in order for you to see the vision. Oh, motivational teacher, I want it easy though. Motivational teacher, like, why does it have to be so hard? Motivational teacher, it just seems like it shouldn't. If God loves me, he wouldn't make me go through all of this. The reason why you have to go through this is because he loves you. The reason why you have to tarry for a moment is because he loves you. It's because the character must be developed. It's because no pain, no gain. We can't keep whimpering and whining about what it takes. Oh my God, that's a word in itself. We can't keep whining and whimpering about what it takes to get at the pinnacle of who he called me to be, of the great I am, awakening my I am. I can't regret, or I can't regret about what I'm going through. Because I love it, Tanya. That's a part of my testimony. To get to my level of greatness of which he's called me to. That's part of my testimony to walking out what he's given me to do in this earth. It's part of my testimony so that the others see me, they can glorify my Father because of the works that he's worked through my life. I must go through. I must go through. And you got to stop. I'm telling you, we got to change the story that we tell ourselves about what success should look like. We tell ourselves that success should be a linear path straight up. Success got crooks and got turns in it. Success have patches in it where it hurt, where you bump your head, where you like a crash test dummy. Success hurts. And the moment we stop telling ourselves that it's a dream path to success, oh, if I blab it, I grab it. If I believe it, I achieve it. The moment we stop telling ourselves those words, it's the moment that I grab hope that this journey is going to cost me something. No pain, no gain. I got Tanya chiming in this conversation. You have to go through it to have a testimony about it. I love that. And it is whatever you must go through to get it. Derek chiming into this conversation. No worthwhile endeavor would be free from the pain of proving your authenticity. The gift has to be proven. It has to be proven. My mom must have a relationship with the great I am. That is primary. Do it. I know it hurt. Do it. Do it. I know you're afraid. Do it afraid. I know it hurts. I love Jack Welch. Like I love, he continued this saying, we said no pain, no power. And then Jack Welch came along and says, there are two type of pains on this earth. Character is the key. Come on, Q. He said you could suffer the pain of discipline or you could suffer the pain of regret. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to believe for the great I am to call his men disciples, that discipline is going to be a key road to this road of success. The great I am called his men disciples, disciplined ones. So, ladies and gentlemen, discipline means to punish or penalize for the sake of enforcing obedience and perfecting morale. So you mean to tell me, motivational teacher to the masses, that sometimes I have to punish and penalize what I think? Sometimes I have to punish and penalize what I feel? And sometimes I have to punish and penalize what I know if it's contrary to the great I am awakening my I am. See, and that's what, truth be told, that's why it's so challenging for a lot of people to obtain the greatness on the inside of them, because it requires discipline. It requires the pain of discipline in order to walk the vision out. It requires discipline to have a healthy body, to live, to see your vision. It requires discipline to be able to manage your money so when it's time for the investment, you got the cheese. It requires discipline for you to sit here 1 hour and go through this video and take notes and get everything you can get out of it. It requires discipline to commit to a growth plan that's going to guarantee you that you're in the top 5% or you at the pinnacle or whatever profession you want to be. It's going to require discipline to be the best parent that you can be. In the process of becoming a better version of who you can be, it's going to require discipline in order for you to be the best spouse that you can be. And see, the motivational teacher to the masses, I'm not saying that you trade success, your professional success, for a terrible home life. I'm telling you right now, you can have it all. You can have a great marriage. You can have great friends and relationships around. You can have money. You can have a great career, a great business, whatever you want. Ladies and gentlemen, you can have it, but you have to be willing to pay the price. You have to be willing to train or develop in areas of your life that you've allowed to lie dormant because the pain of dealing with those areas is too expensive. I'm telling you right now, in order to see massive growth, because check this out, it's all about growth. In order to see massive growth in your life, the seed has to be planted and the seed has to be cracked. And most of us doing the cracking of the seed is painful. And sometimes, like some of us going into areas of our life where who can check me, boo? Some of those areas of my life where I feel that are most broken. Some of us tend to stay away from those areas of our life because the pain of whatever I went through is too tough for me to deal with the reality of where I am today. I got to break bread with you today. The only lack of resources you have in your life is understanding who you are through the great I am. And to understand who you are through the great I am, there are going to be some areas of your life that are not comfortable to visit, but you're going to have to go into those areas of your life. You're going to have to go into those areas of your life and you're going to have to accept where you are today and say, God, I know I can be better. You're going to have to go into some of those areas of your life where you say, man, I'm not good enough right here. You're going to have to go into the area of life and look yourself right in the mirror in that area of your life and say, I can be better. I will be better. I must be better. I'm challenging you to decide to commit to the better version of who you are, and that the cracking of the seed is painful, but it's necessary to the growth of the fruit that I need in my life. Yeah, no pain, no gain. Williams translation, no pain, no power. I got some people chiming into this conversation. See the cracking as a blessing, growing into your next level. Come on, Angelique. said it perfectly, the artist. You have to face that pain and admit your weaknesses. Joy, you just broke bread. You just broke bread. See, I gotta break bread. I'm a coach in real life. This is what I do. And too many people that I meet and that I coach, they really don't want to go in those secret areas of their life to say that I have to be better. People, I'm telling you, man, people will mask who they are, not to deal, will mask who they truly are, not to deal with parts of their life that they've been living in secret in. That I've been portraying this is who I am to the world, but on the inside, you know that's not who you are. I can tell you, I'm a living witness. I can tell you right now, when I was early 30s moving into my career, that it was a 9-10-year-old kid in me. Every time I thought somebody challenged me, there was that 8-9-year-old kid on the inside of me that would scream out and that would cry out because there was a little insecurity found in the motivational teacher. And when you challenged me, I had to let you know I was right. That 8-year-old kid that was insecure was still acting out of the 35-year-old version of who I was. And see, truth be told, until I dealt with that 8-year-old kid on the inside of me, the 35-year-old version of who I was could never exercise maximum success until I dealt with that 7-year-old, 8-year-old kid that was insecure. And see, some of us have been portraying this is who I am to the world, but you know when you're alone in your room that 8-year-old kid begins to act out. In certain situations in your life where I feel like I got to let people know who I am and you ain't going to talk to me, vengeance is never yours. But until we deal with that 8-9-year-old kid that's on the inside of us, until I go through that pain of how I got to be where I was today, the power can never be released in order for me to walk into my next season of my life. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, until you start to deal, I gotta say it, until you start to deal with some of those, I like it, those best kept secrets, until we start to deal with some of those issues, every weight that beset me, until we start to deal, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but principalities and powers and wickedness in high places. Until we start to deal with those principalities and powers, until we start to deal with those secret places in our life. And I know the seed must be broken. In order for you to have maximum success in your life, this seed has to be broken. I ain't gonna walk around, oh my God, that's a word. I can't keep hiding who I am from the world. Man, I'm about to break bread. There's something so awesome on the inside of you, but you allowing your best kept secret to keep you from maximizing your greatness. You've been keeping it. Man, this is nowhere on my notes, but we're gonna roll with this tonight. You've been keeping the best part of you hidden. That story that you will not tell is the best part. Man, it's so much deliverance in the story that you will not tell. See, right now is the time for you to be made whole. If you could just touch the hem of his garment, motivational teacher, what's the hem of his garment? Knowing that I went through it, I made it out, I'm not going to cry about it no more. I'm more than a conqueror, and I'm going to tell my story so that I may liberate others. We got to sometimes deal with the cracking of that seed. The cracking of the seed hurts. But in order for you to sit in the seat of the best version of you, the seed must be cracked. You got to go through the pain of the cracking of the seed. It was never meant to stop you. It was never meant to hinder you. It was only meant to be the power behind the force of which you now have in this earth. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. No pain, no gain. The cracking of the seed is necessary for the growth to become the version of who you're supposed to be. Let me simplify life for you. Let me simplify life. Life is a fight for territory. Life is a fight. Enlarge my territory. Life is a fight for territory. Why this whatever span that you're on this earth, it's a fight for territory. Believe you me, that there's something so special on the inside of you that this world cannot comprehend it. And this world knows that if you become the better version of who you are and you get outside of your comfort zone, like Lisa said, that you expose the world for what it is. Don't you know that you've been living, oh, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. You've been living not the whole truth of who you are. You've been living the version of who you are that the world introduced you to. And that's not the whole truth of who you are. The whole truth of who you are is found through the great I am. And we don't, honestly, until we learn how not to accept the world's version of the world's version of who you are is always a watered down version of who you were created to be. Oh, I just broke bread. It's always a watered down version of who you were created to be. That's why I said life is a fight for territory. Every thought, yeah, prayer Jabez, increase my territory. Every thought, oh my God, I got to break this down. Every thought that you think is a fight for territory. Every word that you speak is a fight for territory. Every limiting belief that you've believed is a fight for territory. Life is a fight for territory. And every moment when you begin to think that I can't, or every moment when you don't allow that seed to be broken, and when the seed is about to be broken, you go back into your safe shell. I'm telling you right now, you'll never be as beautiful as the butterfly as long as you can't shake off the cocoon. Too many of us have been lying there with one beautiful wing out the cocoon, and we're too afraid to struggle to know what it's like outside the cocoon. You've been living your life through the world's identity of who they said you were. I'm telling you right now, you got to struggle a little more. I got to tell you right now, this struggle is a part of you becoming that butterfly. You got people around you, if I had to go through all you went through, I'd just give up on that dream. Oh man, it just seemed like it ain't meant for you to have that. The struggle is necessary for the butterfly to exit the cocoon. The struggle is necessary for you. What's up, Courtney? To become the better version of who you are. Don't listen to the naysayers. Our mindset, oh my God, it's our mindset is in relation to what the world has told us who we are. I'm telling you, you gotta change your relationship with who you believe you are, and go into the struggle and say, man, let this mind that be in Christ also in me, let this mind of which the great I am has awakened my I am. I gotta strengthen my wings. And you cannot come out the cocoon until your wings are strong enough for you to live on your own. When the eagle takes the baby eaglet up in the air, the mother flies the baby eaglet up as high as she can go. She dropped the baby eaglet, and the baby eaglet has to struggle, and it has to fight, and it has to do all it can to save itself. The whole time the baby eaglet is fighting the wind, it's strengthening itself to be able to fly. And the mother eagle would take it and catch the baby eaglet and fly him back up there, fly him or her back up there again, and do the same process over until that eagle can fly. And you're trying to tell me that it's too hard for you to get your goals, for me to meet my dreams. It's too hard for me, motivational teacher, to go after what I want. Let me tell you what I do know. If you're afraid of the fight for flight, then your dreams and your goals become the new sacrifice for your mediocrity. That we serve mediocrity up to ourselves on a plate because I'm afraid of learning how to fly. I don't want the pain necessary. I'd rather sit. Man, you were meant to fly 20 miles above the storm, but you will sit in the midst of a uncomfortable, now at this point, an uncomfortable nest, and sit there when you were meant to fly way above the storms, but you don't want to go through the struggle to strengthen your wings. I'm telling you right now, you got a new birthday that you don't even know who you are. Your relationship to this world is completely different because you have not approached it from the awakened I am. You have not approached it from the great I am awakening your I am. See, when you start approaching it, oh my God, I love this thing. I'm getting in the right vein right now. Waiting, boy. See, when you go to approaching this world through the eyes of the great I am, is there anything too hard for my God. No. So if the great I am is strengthening my I am, if it's not too hard for the great I am, then is it too hard for you? That answer is no. That answer is no. I'm telling you right now, boy, there's nothing wrong with your vision other than the fact that you have not adopted the vision from the great I am. There's nothing wrong with your lot in life other than the fact you've listened to how you've interacted with the world and it gave you its version of you, and you have not adopted the great I am's awakened I am version of who you are in this earth. And so the earth, the world system relates to you how you relate to yourself. There is no shortage of, I'm breaking bread up in here right now. There are no shortage of resources to the awakened I am. Where I just can't seem to find, they ain't got the paper. There are no shortages of resources to the awakened I am. Because the awakened I am says all things are possible to him that believe. Motivational teacher to the masses. Do I have you're trying to tell me that I possess the power to create what I need in my life? I'm telling you, you have to approach this world through the lens of the awakened I am. Man, I'm breaking bread right now. There is no lack in your life other than the fact that you don't know who you are through the lens of the awakened I am. You've been living your life through the dimness of who this world sees. You got to understand this world is negative. You got to understand that this world it has its own ecosystem that is not beneficial. Yeah, I like that word. That this world has its own ecosystem about how people matriculate through this world, and it's not beneficial for someone with an awakened I am. Because this world says that they only want you to fare well. Welfare. Now, it's amazing. I'm about to break bread right now. It's amazing that during the COVID-19 period, they can send out millions of dollars to businesses, failing businesses. They can send out checks to every individual. I'm talking about the world system. Take it how you want it. This has nothing to do with politics. I'm talking about the world system. They can send out millions and millions of billions of dollars of rescue packages during the COVID-19 period. So you mean to tell me out of all the years in which the United States have existed, you mean to tell me regular people couldn't have not gotten a package before now? All the businesses that done failed across the U.S. from the inception, you mean to tell me this is the only time that you could have rescued some regular people out of situations? I'm telling you, they only want to see you fare well. They're okay as long as they are benefiting from your skill set. They only want you to fare well. That's why they only want you to pay a fair wage. They're going to give you just enough to be happy. They're going to give you just enough for you to sit in your seat, be comfortable. They're going to give you just enough for them to take care of you for the moment. They weren't making millionaires and billionaires during that COVID-19 period. They were giving people just enough to stay afloat. So then when the pandemic is over, they can go right back to their roaring economy and their businesses can make the most money. You got to understand the people that's passing this money down, they make money off everything that we do in this earth. In the U.S. Their businesses make money. All the people that pass this legislation are millionaires and billionaires. And the people down here receiving this money barely making it. And I'm telling you right now, they only want you to fare well. Angelique just said it. They only care about their goals. That's why you have to care about yourself and your goals. They say we still working on the one promise in 1865. It ain't coming. It ain't coming because they only want you to fare well. The only way to, can I break bread? The only way to exit that ecosystem is to enter into the great I am and the kingdom and his way of doing things and being right. The only way, like I love, let me break bread. I've been on here 49 minutes. Let me break bread. See, I love the fact that I work a secular job. And I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to say this because, and I got my own speaking business on the side, but tell you, I got to break this bread right here. I love the fact that I work a secular business because it gives me examples of which I can speak to how a kingdom mind and awakened I am person goes through, and even on a natural business. It's amazing. I see people, jockeying and position for promotions and this and that, and this person got to take down that person in order to get the next one. And I'm so free in the fact that the great I am has awakened my I am, that my promotion doesn't come from the left or the right. My promotion comes from the great I am who's awakened my I am. The great I am holds the king's heart in his hand like putty and turns it to where it should. That's a different level of living. I'm not under stress. I'm not under stress. Why? Because I only own the why, and the great I am own the how. I'm not worried. I'm not concerned about when I will get the masses. I'm only concerned about the process of becoming the better version of who I am. Promotion does not come from the left or right. Even in my business, promotion, I don't have to hate on any motivational speakers. I don't have to hate on anybody in this world in order for me to get my lot in life. Why? Because it doesn't mean that somebody got to be unsuccessful in order for me to be successful. And man, there are a million ways for all of us to be successful, but we got to step up and own the fact that I have to. Oh my God, I got to say this. I have to train this world how to interact with my awakened I am. Oh, somebody better write that down. I have to train this world how to interact with my awakened I am. You can't just bring Anthony anything and expect him to have to say yes. You can't just you can't just sit here and tell me what I cannot do. You cannot sit here and put limitations on my life. I have to train this world how to interact with me. I will take a growth project, and I did this on my secular job the other day. I took a growth project just so I can show. Like, I didn't know what I was doing when I took that project. I did not know what I was doing when I took it, but I know the great I am has awakened my I am. I took the project, and the great I am and Google and me and all my resources with the great I am living in and through me. And we did that project, and that project was better than if a paid brand team had done it themselves. How did you do it, motivational teacher? The great I am awakens my I am. There is no limitations on my life. Come on, Angelique. I have to train this world how to interact with my great I am, with my awakened I am. There's enough bread at the table for us all, Vaniqua. Man, we got to get out of this Robin Hood mentality. I ain't got to rob nobody. The great I am gifted me before the foundation of the earth. If I'm on this earth, there's room for my gift. I'm not in it for no, I'm not fighting, arguing, fussing, cussing, destroying my character, doing something that I know that's outside of my character in order to get a seat at the table. Man, when I was born, I had a seat at the table. I don't care whether you put me at the table today or you're not. I was birthed with a seat at the table. Man, the great I am has awakened my I am to, come on, man, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not second fiddle to no human on this earth. I don't care who the human is. I'm not second fiddle to no human on this earth because the great I am has awakened my I am. I don't take the back seat to nobody. I don't take the back seat to no, man. Come on, boy. Come on, don't make me go there. Don't make me go there. I am the head and not the tail. I am the lender and never the borrower. The cattle on 1,000 hills belong to him. I ain't second fiddle to nobody. I got answers to questions that haven't even been asked. I got resources for problems that never even existed right now. I got words to issues that never arise right now. Man, I'm breaking bread right now. I'm not a second class to nobody. Well, you know, they say when you look like us, they don't get them positioned people look like us. No, that's your truth. I teach this world how to interact with me. I'm capable of doing it all. I don't have to know how to do it today to be capable of doing it all. The great I am has awakened my I am. There's no limitations on my life. I'm like, man, if I got to cut the roof off to get to him, I will cut the roof off to get to him because in his presence, I got answers to everything. I will cut the roof off if I need to get an answer from the great I am. There's no limitations. There's nothing I lack in my life to be able to fulfill the vision that he's given me from the foundation of the earth. You better start teaching the world how to interact with you. Because if you don't teach this world how to interact with you, you will always be walking in mediocrity. If you're not willing to pay the price to be different, no pain, no gain, no pain, no power. If you're not willing to pay the price to be different, then this world will always teach you how to interact. Man, I tell my kids all the time, don't seek to fit in, seek to be you. Seek to be you. Yes, I arrived in this world with my own seat. You better say that, Miss Jenkins. You better say that. I ain't competing for my seat. I had it since the foundation of the earth. Have God not said? Listen, I ain't worried about all the press. I ain't worried about what they saying. I'm blocking out all they saying. Man, this word. If somebody, they just haven't learned how to interact with my awaken I am. I'm telling you, this world is so negative that we have to train it on how to interact with my awakened eye. What's up, Carrie? You got to go back and get this one from the Carrie. It was some bread breaking on here tonight. We got to train, man. If you got nothing else, I don't even know how I got to this point. You have to train this world how to interact with your awakened I am. Man, you got to let people know. Just because you lack resources don't mean I lack them. Just because you got there that didn't work for you don't mean it ain't going to work for me. I'm telling you right now. What's up, Navina? Thank you for joining us. We got to train this world on how to, man, I'm so far off my notes, I don't even know how to get back to them. I'm so far off my notes, I don't even know how to get back to them. Episode 98, Awaken Your I Am. Man, let me get some of these comments because I don't know how to get back to my notes. Hey, maybe you all can get me back there. Come on, man, get in that chat box for the next few minutes. Compete for what I can do it like you and you can't do it like me. Let's get it. Ain't no competition. There is no competition for the awakened I am. I ain't in no competition. I tell you, you ain't in no competition with anybody doing paparazzi. You ain't in no competition with any of them because God, your awakened I am, do it the way he gave it to you. And how he gave it to you is enough for you to do everything that you desire to do with it. Come on, y'all, get in that chat box. Talk back to me right now, man. I'm so far off my notes, I can't even get back to them. So let's get in the chat box. Let's have a conversation for these next few minutes. I love that. Compete for what? Vaniqua, that might be a motivational Monday coming soon. Compete for what? Man, I'm fearfully and I'm wonderfully made. I'm so special. Ain't no competition for me. It's me and then it's the rest of them. Said you gave a whole word today. No notes needed. Thank you, the artist. I love when you say that a whole word. I just started stealing that. I don't know if you heard that or not. I used to case copy and steal it and use it. I give credit to you though. I've started using that, Angelique. A whole word. Thank you, John, man. Enjoyed the word of encouragement, man. That's why we're here tonight, man. And the reason why I do this, I think there are a lot of people that are on the brink. Like they just like, motivational teacher, I am almost there. And they just need a spark before they blow completely up. And I believe that for this season in my life, man, like the great I am has awakened my I am to be that spark. Because I think most people want to win, but now we got to get the information. Now we got to learn how to act on that information. Mediocrity and greatness can't have both. Mediocrity or greatness, you can't have both. Hey, you got to choose ye this day. Mediocrity or greatness. Angelique and Williams translation. You got to choose. You can't get them both. Either you're going to have average behaviors and you're going to end up average, or you can choose now that I'm going to move in the direction of greatness because greatness was given to you before the foundation of the earth. We've just settled into what this world system has said about us. And you know, people of color, like it's been even a lot more difficult because the story that the world has told us is worse off than they told most other people. And so even when we people of color, we have to fight through not only what the world has told us, but also the picture that portrayed of us throughout history. Like you came from kings and queens. I don't know who else. I came from kings and queens. Thanks for sharing, Rod. I love it. You're a phenomenal teacher of this knowledge, man. As always. I love it. Somebody said, I choose. Come on, man. Y'all go. Somebody go to that chat box. I choose greatness. Hey, I need for you to say that. I need for you to say that 100 times tomorrow. I choose greatness. I need for you to say that 100 times tomorrow. Let's see. We need to say that, man, a lot of times, and we got to condition our minds. That I know it's tough. No pain, no power, no pain, no gain. I know it's tough, but even in the midst of the storm, I choose greatness. Man, I love this stuff. Boy, let me get off the thing. I can really truly go another hour. I really could. Hey, I want to thank you all for chiming into this conversation today. I want to, number one, I want to commend you. Q said my phone died. Man, you missed some bread breaking. I want to thank you for choosing greatness. Man, choosing greatness is not easy. Choosing greatness is not convenient. And choosing greatness hurts sometimes. But I want to commend you for choosing greatness for your own life. And I'm challenging you. Let's go, man. Like, the thought that is prevailing in my mind is, let's show the world how to interact with my awakened I am. This world is lost, and they need more people with awakened I ams to learn how to awaken their I am. So tomorrow, as we go through, I choose greatness. Man, I thank y'all for chiming into this conversation. I see Periscope was offline tonight, but if you have not, please, Williams Inspires on YouTube, subscribe. Williams Inspires on Facebook. Please go like. And like I said, I always say, you show up here, we're going to always have fresh bread. And sometimes the bread is so fresh, I don't even know when it's coming off, because I had a lot of that. I lost one over there on my 8 lines that I had over there. So that's fresh manna right there to my bread breaking. Most of that was manna tonight. And I want to tell you all, thank you for chiming in. And next week, man, invite a friend, invite a cousin, tell them you better get on these Motivational Mondays, because the difference between where you are right now and where you want to be is the knowledge gap. If you don't get the knowledge, you never can act on it. And one thing we're going to do, we're going to give you the right bread to nourish your spirits to get to where you want to go. And until next time, I am challenging you to wage war on mediocrity. Your boy is out.
It ain't no friend to me. Wage a war, wage a war, wage a war, wage a war against mediocrity. It ain't